When people think of Hawaii, maybe warm, moist air comes to mind. Another Pineapple Express is headed our way, and it's a saturated ride we don't want to be on. But this week, we're on it.
I like that. Made a lot of sense. Now, weather is the big talker. Of course, the Oscars as well this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bria Love alongside Walt Gray. Before we get to the recap of last night's Academy Awards, we're staying on storm watch this morning. An evacuation warning is still in effect for parts of rural Patterson and Grayson along the San Joaquin River. People living in that area need to be ready to leave in a moment's notice. There are 2 shelters available, one in Turlock, the other one is in Modesto. You can find information on both on our website, abc10.com.
All right, check this out. Video from Calaveras County showing a possible tornado. I believe we did get confirmation of an EF1, which did touch down in Tuolumne County yesterday.
And we're also seeing a lot of snow on top of all the rain we've seen. Some areas of the Sierra could see another 2 feet overnight. Also, outages in the Grass Valley and Nevada City areas looking a lot better this morning. We're seeing some outages near Auburn as well. And further south, more than 1,000 people lost power in Groveland near the Don Pedro Reservoir. Well, in Sacramento, there are only 4 outages to report this morning, affecting about 16 customers.
You can count on ABC 10 to have team coverage of the storm's impact. ABC 10's Bridget Biorlo and Jordan Tolbert have more on the conditions outside and on the roads in just a few minutes.
First, though, let's check in with Rob to see what's happening right now. Rob, how should people stay prepared today?
All right, well, we had a lot of action over the weekend. It was amazing yesterday how it would rain and then it would stop and people would go out and take a walk and then it would rain again. And it was just that cycling in and out. And then for the higher elevations, it was fairly steady. And we just really want a break. And that's sort of what we're having right now in the valley spots. But if you're watching me from Placerville or Grass Valley, you know that the rain is continuing and we are going to see things ramp up by later on tonight. Now, before that, we'll see more showers in the valley and thunderstorms. So even though it's quiet in, say, places like Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto, Vacaville, once we get into the afternoon, we are going to see more scattered showers. Now, in the coastal range and the Sierra, there's a little bit of moisture. Once it hits that lift by riding up in elevation, it is squeezing out some light rain or snow depending on elevation. Right now, it looks like that snow level is right around 6,000 feet. Temperatures in the 50s this morning, so it is cool out there. We've got a little bit of wind, but that becomes a bigger story tomorrow morning as the storm really sees its peak early tomorrow morning during the commute. Also, low visibility up high as the snow continues to fall. So as we take this over the next 6 to 12 hours, you'll see things really ramp up once the sun goes down with steady, heavy rain and heavy snow. And the peak of all of this is during the commute early tomorrow morning, but it's going to be raining all day long. So we're waiting for a break and we'll get that. But what's really important to know is that even though the rain has stopped for the moment, the water continues to start to move up. And that's where we follow the next part of this story with Bridget Biorlo. So Bridget, tell us where you are and what are some of the concerns as the waters continue to rise.
Yeah, Rob, you're exactly right. We're at Discovery Park in Sacramento, and people might be thinking, oh, we're out of the woods. It's not raining for a time being. That is wrong because we have a lot of snow melt from the Sierra. They got a lot of rain, and all that water is making its way downstream. It usually takes around a day or so to happen. Just because we have a dry spell for now does not mean we're out of danger. Here at Discovery Park, this is where the American and the Sacramento rivers meet. And as you can see, this river has expanded about 500 yards. It is not supposed to come all the way up to these trees. We have a lot of debris. There's mud. The park itself is closed to visitors because of the danger. But if you walk back there, you see picnic tables partially submerged, and more rain is on the way starting tonight, and it's presenting a big danger when it comes to flooded roads. Just yesterday, Yolo County deputies had a water rescue, a successful one, by the way, when a man became stuck in flood waters. They had to send a boat out to him. They were able to get to him in just the nick of time, but they're using this as a reminder and a warning to people. They want them to remember what happened back in January during our other severe round of storms when 5 people lost their lives in Sacramento County due to the storm and the floodwaters that came around with it. And they don't want a repeat of that happening again. They want people to stay vigilant and turn around, don't drown.
Levels can rise rapidly, and a lot of times when people are in or near waterways like the American River, Lake Natoma, or even the canals that go all over the middle of Sacramento and South Sacramento, they can rise extremely quick, so fast that people can get stuck in them and they can't get out fast enough. It's incredibly serious. We saw what happened in January. Several people died in the Wilton area, right near I-5 and throughout the community. We have the same concerns all throughout Sacramento.
There is no amount of standing water that is safe enough to drive through. According to first responders, you don't know how deep the water is, you don't know how secure the asphalt is, or if the weight of a car is enough to produce a sinkhole. So don't even take the chance, don't put yourself at risk or the first responders that have to go in and try to rescue you. It's all important as more rain heads our direction. And Jordan, as we got here to our location in Discovery Park, we are already noticing that lingering ponding on the road despite no rain right now.
One of those things that you're definitely going to see on your commute, even though the rain isn't falling right now, definitely seeing some ponding and slick roads. Thank you, Bridget. Taking a look outside here at the Sacramento Valley, 85, 99, 50, looking really clear for the most part. If you live in Natomas, you're headed toward downtown, things are looking clear. Maybe Elk Grove up 99 or 5 into downtown Sacramento. Really clear conditions so far for your Monday morning. Northbound 99 at Tuolumne Boulevard in Modesto. If you're headed northbound on 99, this is something that could cause a few minutes of extra time on your commute this morning. So keep in mind, just leave a little bit early if you live in the Modesto area, drive past that route. Tracy to Livermore, seeing some stop and go traffic conditions on the top of 580 this morning, but nothing that we're not used to. Bria, Walt.
Jordan, thank you so much. Some good advice there. With more possible flooding on the way for the foothills, people are preparing sandbags and getting their homes ready, especially in Cameron Park, which already saw heavy rain and damaging floods back in January. Part of a road just collapsed near Cameron Park Lake, and we caught up with a teacher, Adam Angelo, who showed us where water came flooding into his garage.
This drain does a good job, but when it gets overwhelmed, we push everything over to here. So it flowed all the way through the garage door to the back of the house.
Several others we talked with were clearing storm drains and getting their sandbags ready as well.
Do you want hourly forecasts at your fingertips? Just download the ABC 10 app, get weather reports in your own neighborhood, and when severe weather strikes, you can send us video, hopefully, and photos through the app. Find us wherever you download your favorite apps.